Morning, people. We're on for another trading day. It is Wednesday. We're going to talk about the trade that we had yesterday, a very small, fast trade, and we're going to go through that today. And we're going to see if we can find any decent setups while we're in this session. But I'll see you in a minute. Okie dokie. So we actually talked about gold yesterday. I didn't get in gold yesterday, even though it was pushing off very nicely. And what can I say? Even when we have good setups, sometimes you miss them out of maybe a little bit of fear, but also if they're not fully aligned with everything. But we'll go over that right now. So yesterday, let's have a look. In the session, we were looking at this area, if I'm not mistaken. No, so it would have been somewhere around here, I think it was. And the idea is that price was going to push up. Let me sort this out. Okay. So Tuesday around about, it was around about 10 o'clock. So it was around about here. We were looking for price just to come up and take out these highs, which it did. It found support, broke up, took out the highs. Didn't take it, but now we can see that we have found on gold that it is pushing up higher. It's had enough orders. You can see very, very, very nice market structure. So anything with a retrace and a continuation, that's what I would be looking for. It is pushing up really, really nicely. So I would not be looking for any types of shorts, any types of retest continuations. That would be what I would be looking for on gold, especially when you've got this type of distribution-esque price action. It's kind of rounding, and a lot of people will be like, okay, it's consolidating, price is starting to get a bit rounded, maybe it's going to become a little bit weak and start doing that. And it could, but the most of the time that I've seen this type of price action, what it does is come down to these areas, traps traders, so fills out a load of orders and then just does the absolute opposite, and then it just does something like that. So be careful if you are looking to short this. If something is going up and it's going up fast, then try not to get in the way of it. So let's go on to the Dixie first. Let's talk about what's going on here. So we had unemployment news with the Dixie. So the dollar index, that caused quite a significant push down. So it would have caused this push down here. So this area was the news. And you notice, obviously, there was higher. Let's have a look. Was it higher inflation yesterday? I'm going to pull up. Let me pull up the news. So core inflation year on year came in a little bit softer. So maybe everything that they're doing is working. Maybe they would cut rates. We don't know, but the market reacted to that with an interesting push down, and everything against the dollar went up. Today, what we have. So today we have jobless claims. So today we have jobless claims. I think it's already mostly in. I think obviously going off inflation, I would say the jobless claims are going to be coming in a little bit higher than expected, but we will see. So that's what we've got today at just before, New York open at 8 a.m. New York times. So that is what we're looking at. So if we're looking on higher time frame, what we can see, we've come down, taken out all of these lows on this range that we've been stuck in. Is this the range break? I seriously don't think so. Let's have a look on a weekly. We're currently in this area. I wouldn't be surprised if this weekly candle turned into a wick, and we have, something like that, sorry, and this just turns into a giant wick. That's what I think. We will be able to come back and watch this over just to see what it would do, but I don't think this is going to break, to be honest. If we have a look at the euro dollar, see what the reaction came from today, we can see that we're consolidating off a push up above the Asian session. We have had an Asian session break, and we look like we've taken out the Asian session high. So to be honest, I would actually be looking for a short on here in an intraday time frame. If we do something like that, I'm going to go for a short. Yeah. Okay, so let me just pull up. USD Pro. I'm going to take the short now. Market is literally just opened. Stop loss is going above the high. Take profit is going on the lows. On these lows, I think, is the first area that I want to be taking. Okay, we're in a trade straight off the open. We're negative risk to reward, quite a heavy negative risk to reward. But that's what we're looking at. Just going to close this off. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're holding at the moment, just underneath that area. Make this a little bit bigger. So we didn't even really have time to go through anything else. I will, while we've got this trade open, I will go and have a look on TradingView to see if we've got anything else that's quite interesting. Pound came down nicely. Pound came down nicely. USD looks like it's coming back into the range. USD CHF looks like a potential long. Yeah, USCHF looks like a potential long. Maybe. Okay, we're in USD CHF on a different account. So we've got 2 trades open. Okay, Euro's coming down as well. Exactly what we want to be seeing. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of stubborn price action. Here we go. Is this going to be the break? Yep. We should start to push down. We need to see some momentum. Obviously, we tried to break here, didn't come back. 50% of this particular move. Now we've pushed. Did we break? I wouldn't call that a break. We had a touch, filled out all of these orders in this area of demand, and now we've come back up. Couldn't find any more buyers above this area, so for me, it's a sign of weakness. And now we're pushing down. To take out maybe some of this lows. You've come back into this demand area, and we're not finding. How many times can price come back into a demand area, find orders, and then push up? I don't think so. So let's go on the 5 minute. Let's see what the 5 minute is saying. The 5 minute, to be honest, we need to break this area. We need to break this area. It's quite actually a difficult area to be shorting just above here, but I still think we've got all of these areas that, especially this Asian high has just been taken out. I wouldn't be surprised if we come down to take out some of these. We will see. Let's go back onto the 1 minute, see what price action's telling us. Okay, we're about floating into about $120 profit at the moment. Nothing major. I'm going to see if I can make this stream just a little bit bigger. All right, we're going to do it like that. Put this up there. Okay. Still consolidation. We've got consolidation on USD Swiss. Still not making its mind up. Okay, it looks like we're breaking this area of demand. Okay, now we should start pushing. USD CHF pushing up. It's pretty much the same type of trade. The reason why it's the same type of trade is Asian lows got taken out. We've had a break of structure. Yeah, we can call that a break of structure. And now we're pushing down. To be honest, the TP could be down further at 1498, but it's better just to get out of the area. Okay, we're starting to break that area of demand. We should start to see more of an impulsive move now come through. Let's see if we can get a close. We've got a couple of seconds left. Okay, we're going to get a close underneath that, or is that going to be under the wick? USD CHF still not moving. Okay, so we've had a break underneath that demand. I'm happier. See if we get a retracement within that and then a push down. So something like that. I haven't got my glasses today, so I literally can't see anything. Everything is blurry in front of me. But I can feel the price action. I can feel it. Well, I want to see a little bit more momentum to pick up. I want a decisive push down, not Not this, whatever it's doing now. Got a couple more seconds before this candle closes. Don't know how much. What are we up? Okay, we're up 330. It's okay. So relaxing and unrelaxing at the same time. Like when you get into a trade, it's like if it goes fast, it's very relaxing because you can just sit back. But when it's hovering around entry, on the 5 minute it looks good. Still, we're having a nice little retracement before we actually push down. Got to always look at price as well. Wherever it's going, it's like let's say when price is pushing up, it's a bit like a bouncy ball. Bounces and it goes up, it comes back down, bounces on the next level, comes back down, bounces, and just keeps bouncing higher and higher until that natural momentum dies off. The exact same as, let's say, if it's in a sell. Price is coming down, underwater. Price needs to come back up for a breather, goes back further down, comes back up for a breather, and so on and so forth. And you're just basically getting in onto those areas where it's hitting the levels or it's coming back for it. That is literally just made that up on the spot, but there you go. It's a nice way of thinking about it. And I don't know what this bouncy ball is doing. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. That's what I'm saying. I'm only joking. Okay, so yep, we've had the break, the retest within. We've had an impulsive push down. For me, that's acceptance. Now we've had a retracement back in, picked up more orders. Ideally, we get the impulsive move back down right now. USD CHF. Oh yeah, that's it today. Oh, today's gonna be a good day. I can feel it. I can feel it. As soon as I open my mouth, boom, price goes up. Okay, we're having a small retracement on USD CHF. Now for me, anything over on this particular trade would be a warning signal if we break above here. If we break above here, then closing out early, definitely. But this area will be a nice add. This area would be a nice add. If price can come up to this area, so 15, 17 area, then I'll add to the trade. That'd be the next trade. I may possibly add to the USD CHF. Let's have a look. Oh, I hate not having glasses. Can't see anything. She's nice, still holding. Okay. Don't think we're going to get the ad. Either on CHF or this. This is actually a little bit of a shame. Thinking too much. I may have to change the music in this. I swear, I listen to the same music every day. What is this sauce, yeah? Nobody's in here, but we're giving the sauce. Every time we come in, live trades. There's nobody here to see them. Now, there's something about the price action right now. I'm not going to say that it's, when we're doing this kind of consolidation, it's not really, you don't want consolidation, in my opinion, that is sloping or it's even straight. You want it kind of up like that, ideally. Well, that's what I like to look for anyway. The reason being, like to look for consolidation like that's up like that. And the reason being is because you get a lot of divergence on moves like that. There's a lot of divergence. When you have price that is like that, you actually get divergence from the other way, and it actually can turn into bullish divergence. Let's say if we got price like this and it's not been able to break, and you start to see the oscillator, something like that. Let's say you have, no, I've done that wrong. It would be something like, you say the oscillator would be something like that, and then the next candle, have I done that? I've done that again. So that would be the first bit of momentum, and this, even though that's a lower part, a lower leg down, then it will give that kind of bullish momentum. That's what you don't want. Whereas if price was consolidating up above this level like this, you would get that bearish type of market structure. And then you would have, let's say, the break of that trend line, and then you would have something like that. Or you would have the break. Something that happens quite a lot on pound is you'd have the break and then come back up to those highs and then break down. So the way that it isn't at now, and it's kind of like that horizontal consolidation, or it's even consolidation like that, it's not what I prefer, you know. It's not what I want to see, but it's still in play. It's still in play. Let me have a look and see what's happened on USD pairs. Wow, USD CAD shot up as if that was missed. USD CHF is probably the stronger pair out of all of them. Yeah, USD CAD. Wow. Really, really, really lovely move. Okay, we're about 0.5% up. Where's the decisiveness? Come on. Okay, I want to see, let's say if those orders comes up here and then breaks, we're gonna have to see. We need to start seeing some selling. This is less of what you want to be seeing. I'm definitely not adding, not after we've had this break and we're not having that decisive move. I'm not adding here. Have a look at CHF. Yeah, cutting that position. Gonna leave this one on. I'm gonna leave this one on. Let's have a look at the Dixie for a sec. No, I still think it's in play. The USD CHF, the reasons why I'm skeptical about it is just because we're finding quite a heavy resistance. finding a little bit more. We're gonna find support here. Okay, yeah, getting back in on USD CHF. Yeah. Getting back on USD CHF. So I took it out for break even. Now I'm seeing that it's holding as support. So I got back in with a higher position. Let's see if I was tricked or not. Come on, a little bit of decisiveness. I really work on my posture. Not exactly what I'd like to be seeing. I think we're good. I think we're good. Now we've had this price action though, I'm going to come down. I'm going to put my stop above that. I'm going to take off just a little bit of risk. Okay, we're back. This is the momentum. This is what the momentum that we're looking for. This is funny. I actually talked about literally what it's just done. Literally talked about what it's just done. We have that consolidation, that push up, take all the orders, and then come back down. And CHF now is pushing back up. That's nice. Just looking for a decisive move, and I think we've got it. Well, this is fun, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna reevaluate what's going on, just because we haven't exactly got. Wow, pound dollar was probably the better trade. Euros holding. Yeah, look at that. That was really nice. Really, and that was the kind of price action we're talking about. Much nicer than it being just flat. Let's go back onto our trade. Just going to go back onto the euro on trading view and just have a look and see what it's doing. No, we're at the bottom of the range, to be honest. But we broke underneath the EMAs. We retested the EMAs there, which I said I was going to enter in. I didn't. This would be good just to watch over and see where I made the mistake, because that was a mistake, backing out. But on the 5 minute, it looks really decent. Here we go. Okay. 0.7% in profit. See if we can get a percent. Take out that wick low. Come on, let's get some momentum. Yes. That's it. That is it. Not bad for a nice little... Oh, gosh. And that was our trade for today. So we had Euro USD literally just touched that area, and now it's actually pushing back up. So it was a good area to take profits. We will review tomorrow what the market did from this area that we're in. And that is it. So I'm done for today. USD CHF still consolidating around my re-entry. We'll see where that goes. But anyway, trade well, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.